Welcome back to Divinity 648. This is the current energy influence for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Uranus, and however you see it applies in your houses. To learn more about all of that, you can visit the recommendations tab on my website. There is a book called The Only Astrology Book You'll Ever Need. It literally is. You can do your birth charts, and those are for your other loved ones, so you can better understand how they behave and how their mind works, and the different phases of energy that they're going to be going through throughout the courses of their lives. I am a high vibrational energy intuitive. This means, without warning, while I am channeling, I will jump off topic and give you a bunch of hidden gems. If they don't apply to you now, they will. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been listening, right? Um, or it might apply to somebody in your immediate environment, or down the road, somebody you cross paths with, and you'll remember this and you'll be able to give them the knowledge that you've received. Hidden gems, right? Also, all online scheduling for appointments. Payments are processed through a third party from my website called PayPal. You do not have to have a PayPal account to process payment on my website. It is just the service provided by PayPal. So, Gemini, Gemini, you've been pausing quite a bit, right? We're pausing, we're reflecting on the past, and we're having compassion wherever possible, right? Or other people are kind of like frozen in their tracks, right? These are people from your past who you may have shown compassion when it wasn't deserving. And now they're stuck and they're reflecting because no matter what you've been through, you continued to shine. You did not dim to fit in, right? I love the way that's worded. You did not dim to fit in. You did not censor or filter yourself so that way you can fit in with the mundane society that is all around you. You chose to ascend. And people who used to not take to that very well or took you for something less than what was deserving now need your compassion, right? Now they're in need of that from you. Um, so a lot of you might be resting a lot. You might need to feel like more water intake is essential. That is because everyone here, because we are constantly in rotation, is being affected in waves by that beautiful, beautiful planet that we've recently been able to see. So as the world turns, that's so funny. I used to watch that as a kid. Um, the energy from that planet that touches, because it's constantly sending vibrations out to us, um, people's consciousness are elevating, right? They're expanding their awareness. So you might feel drained because you are getting energetic upgrades, meaning your perspectives are changing, your mannerisms are changing, the way that you handle money is changing, the way that you communicate with others is changing. You have less tolerance for toxic, low vibrational energy. You are just basically speeding through this awakening process, which is being influenced by that incredible, beautiful planet. And as more planets decide to show themselves to us, we will be impacted greatly by them as well in similar ways, right? So it's like baby steps, you know. I'm almost curious. I keep getting this channeling that, like a child, the earth grows. So I keep feeling like we're growing also, which makes us able to see more than what we were able to see in the past. I know that sounds crazy, so just hidden gem, right? So Gemini, stay focused on your future, you know. Make sure you take time to rest, give your body the chance to refuel itself, and continue to be that individual who refuses to dim themselves, to shut that light off so other people could treat them fairly. They're not going to treat you fairly regardless, right? It's like no matter what you did, no matter how hard you tried, no matter how forgiving and compassionate you were, the repetitive karmic energy just continued to repeat itself. So, Geminis, you are resting, refueling, fruits, water, veggies, increase that intake. That is so important. And continue to be devoted to yourself. Continue to love yourself more or enough that you cannot tolerate low vibrational or toxic behavior, situations, or environments. It's important for you to respect how you're feeling inside. No is no. You don't need an explanation. You don't have to tell somebody why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. You don't have to make them understand or feel it or get where you're coming from, right? No. Yes. No. That's it. There doesn't need to be a long narrative. I'm tired of that, right? A lot of Geminis are in that tired of explaining myself and still being disrespected or shitted on anyway. You know, a lot of people who like to show up for work but not do their job are being exposed because of this wonderful influences that it influences, excuse me, because it's not just that one planet. We've got other planetary alignments. We have goddesses like Kuan Yin, um, schooled Yuki Onya and Nimosin, who are bringing in heavy, beautiful, influential energy to help you find compassion, display compassion, give yourself compassion, right? Give yourself those mental health breaks, helping you to always have the things that you need. You always come across the right things at the right time. Everything is in alignment and falling into place. It's okay to focus on your future, right? It's okay. Um, that is primarily the overall influence that is going on for Gemini. I'm going to stop here because the rest of this is going to be in another type of a reading that I'll do when I'm guided to do, but it's not appropriate to release now, right? So, compassion. People from the past need you to give them compassion, right? Or people from the past are now seeking that from you. And a lot of them are kind of frozen. They're kind of stopped in their tracks. They're just stuck on what you've blossomed into and how you radiate and how your past genuine energy actually was genuine, right? Because a lot of them mistaken you, right? Judged you, stereotyped you, and now they have no choice but to eat their words. Or in another way, The Help, that movie, you've basically handed them a spiritual pie, right? So, awesome energy influence. Stay focused on the future. Do not get stuck on your past. Not everybody that comes back to you from the past needs to be in the present. Not everybody, right? You should find forgiveness in everything that you do because forgiveness prompts healing. and healing is essential when you're doing soul work, when you're doing growth, when you're doing ascension, when you're going through dark night of the soul, which is the hardest part of the awakening process, right? Um, you have to know darkness to understand light, okay? You have to go through hardships so that way you can appropriately distribute your light, okay? Um, that's the Gemini current energy influence update. Images for the cards that I have pulled for this are available on the group Soul's Retreat in the group section of divinity648.com. That group is a work in progress. I am experimenting with it. Things that I talk about on podcasts will be posted there exclusively and nowhere else. I'm trying to detach myself from social media completely. It's too much of a distraction from things that need to be getting done, right? I mean, that's a whole nother podcast. So, groups also that I'm working on is crystal groups, working with selenite, the many ways that it can improve your existence. There's an online shop called Divinity 648's Hidden Gems. You want to look at the description, you want to read the description, you want to understand the use and benefits to all of those ingredients, and know that all of that stuff is all natural, right? Or it should be, to the best of my ability. Those are not my products, but they're hand selected by me for specific reasons, right? They're hidden gems. Educate yourself on them.